Yeah. Well, all right. Like you always say, welcome, welcome, welcome. #1 sports talking D's. We ain't like the Falcons, we won't believe. Look, all we talk is who that, who got cut and who back. Rookies in the vets, players you should look at. It's the sports coma, you don't wanna miss it. Got the pre-game party, post-game statistics. Get a visit for Sway, maybe DC or 5. It's the hottest thing smoking, Big Q and the guys. Go to YouTube Live, make sure you subscribe. Interviews inside the Saints locker room high. Talk to Drew, Jordan, Zach, Peyton, New Orleans, who that nation. Best believe when I say we bleed gold and black. Ain't a miracle or rivalry could ever hold us back. No, Beastquake, Bounty Gate, let the truth be told. It's the sports coma, all we know is say Super Bowl. Yeah.
You're listening to the Sports Coma with Big Q and the guys on the PRO.
Yeah. Well, all right. Like you always say, welcome, welcome, welcome. Number one sports talking D. We ain't like the Falcons, we won't blow the lead. Look, all we talk is who that, who got cut and who back. Rookies in the vets, players you should look at. It's the sports coma, you don't wanna miss it. Got the pre-game, party, post-game statistics. Get a visit from Sway, maybe DC or 5. It's the hottest thing smoking, Big Q and the guys. Go to YouTube Live, make sure you subscribe. Interviews inside the Saints locker room high. Talk to Drew, Jordan, Zach, Peyton, New Orleans, who that nation. Best believe when I say we bleed gold and black. Ain't a miracle or rivalry could ever hold us back. No, Beastquake, Bounty Gate, let the truth be told. It's the sports coma, all we know is say Super Bowl. Yeah.
You're listening to the Sports Coma with Big Q and the guys on the PRO Media Network.
Who that, fam? Who that? Who that, man? What's going on, fam? What's happening, babies? Man, you know who it is, man. It's Big Q. Welcome to the Sports Coma with Big Q and the guys, man. As always, man, I like to start it off by saying welcome, welcome, welcome. You're now rocking with the Sports Coma with Big Q and the guys, and we have intense, entertaining, and educating sport talk from your favorite sports family. I'm Big Q, and I'd like to welcome all the family to the Sports Coma Live episode number, this is Sports Coma number 37, live stream 37, show 440, 440, baby. Who that to the family, man? What's good with it? Who that? I see all the family members in the building. Who that? Daryl Hatchett. Who that to you, fam? Derek, who that to you, baby? Tramal, who that to you? Cedric, what's happening, baby? Who that to you? Sean D, who that, baby? All the family members. Metalhead in the building, who that, baby? JC Mason, who that to you, family? Javier, Revolt Control Radio, baby. What's happening? Jerome, Brian Spears, who that to the family members? Rude Boy 25, who that to your family? I see you in the building. And all the family members, man, in the live stream. Thank y'all for joining us today in this mid-week Sports Coma surprise stream. Verlin, who that, baby? Who that to you? All the beautiful black and gold family members in the building. Man, listen, man. You know, of course, you know how your boy is, man. I had to come and bring the word to you, baby. Midweek. It's a long time to the live stream, man, on Saturdays, family. You know how we rocking. But midweek, man, has some information to drop, man, and go over with the family, but not too much information because I wanted to open up the phone lines, baby, and hear from the family midweek and their thoughts on what's happening. As you can see by the thumbnail, a few stories that we have to talk about. Dwayne Thompson, who that, baby? I see you. Who that to you? Chase, who that to you, baby? Who that to the family members? Appreciate it. JC said this is better than ESPN. Thank you, brother. Well, you know what, bro? We actually acknowledge the family here. We don't just talk at you. You know what I'm saying? You got SOB sitting on there dressed up in all these expensive clothes, expensive suits, and they got all this stuff where you can tweet them and message them, but you don't interaction, but every now and again. They got it wrong, man. That's why a lot of these sports networks gonna start falling through the floor, because it's not about them sitting up there talking at you all day for 2 or 3 goddamn hours, reporting stories to you in a loop. You have to interact with people, man. That's the key to this whole thing here. So I appreciate the family. Who that to your DLP 2600 in the building, baby. So today, family, you know, I want kind of Purple Night. Who that, baby? So, I mean, I want to talk to the family today about a few Saints news and notes, of course. Demi, who that, baby? All the family jumping in. And the special surprise stream. That's why I tell the family, man, hit that bell, man. Hit that bell, because you never know. Midweek, we might do a surprise stream and pop up on you and talk Saints with your family. I know it's about 8 o'clock. It's a little late. Dada, who that, baby? I see you. But I won't talk Saints with you, baby. It ain't never too late to talk Saints, baby. Never too late, baby. And all of them out there talking mess about the Saints, baby. They wrong, baby. They all wrong, baby. They wrong. You can't talk about a Saint, baby. You lose your blessings that way, baby. Or you get blessed that way, baby. And when you get blessed by the Saints, baby, it ain't really a blessing, baby. It's more like a curse, baby. Look at Dallas, baby. Point proven, baby. Thank you there, Reverend Saint. Thank you there. He riding shotgun with me tonight, family. The Reverend, he gonna jump in every now and again. And when he feel he has something to talk about, I'm going to slide the mic to Reverend Saint. I hope y'all don't mind as the Reverend Saint bring you the word. But anyway, family, thank y'all, man. I'm happy to talk to y'all today in the live stream, man. Thank you, family. Today we won't go over a few stories, man. Demario Davis, of course. Demario, man. This was one Reverend Saint sent me. He said, man, look at this one here, baby. Demario Davis, baby. He beat the NFL, baby. He beat the NFL, baby. Demario Davis beat the NFL, baby. He a man of God, baby. He beat the NFL, baby. So that's Demario. Of course, we got you see the piece with Dez Bryant, some news on Dez Bryant. With him talking about coming back, his thoughts. Of course, he was sharing some tweets about what he thought about the Saints and Dallas matchup. Of course, he was kind of going in for the Saints to beat Dallas, and he's drawing closer and closer to coming. Of course, there's rumors about the Saints potentially making trades for Tyler Eifert. Is starting to circulate. There's several reports, including one from CBS Sports, that's saying that the Saints are interested in acquiring the tight end Tyler Eifert. We'll give our thoughts on that. Nola Nerd, who that, baby? Welcome to the live stream. And of course, we're gonna go over the injury report, midweek injury report, break that down, and then your live chat conversation. And in about 10-15 minutes, I'm gonna open up the live line so people can call in with questions, concerns, comments, and we're gonna go like that today in the live stream. So, family, thank you for joining us once again. Hit the like button. Hit the bell if you haven't hit the bell already, and subscribe. Please subscribe to the #1 independent Saints podcast in the land, baby. Who that to you? And started off, man, first story, Demario Davis, man. Of course, they said, and this is reported by ESPN and several other articles from NOLA and many other, saying that the linebacker Demario Davis turns overturned headband fine into a charity. Of course, he was saying that his man of God, he was signed $7,000, man. Seven G's for that, man, for having a headband that said "man of God." Now, let me just sprinkle this on you, family. I remember they had a guy that's over the uniform police, and I think that's Merton Hanks. Merton Hanks is one of the dudes who used to play for the 49ers, and I think Troy Vincent has something to do with it too. I remember Troy Vincent was a player, pretty decent cornerback back in his day, but boy, what a tool that dude turned out to be. I mean, if you won't climb the chain, you keep who you keep. Maybe that's who he always was, but the NFL, man, is really turning into be a bunch of pieces of garbage, man. I really don't like, you can't, him wearing that headband didn't hurt nobody. But we just really too uptight about stuff. And the NFL fined the man 7 G's. And, of course, they overturned the freaking thing, according to these reports. And they say it's a huge win. Davis says when wiring it, Davis announced on social media that he won his appeal with the NFL over the fine, which occurred in week 3, and that he would be donating the money back to St. Dominic. So he going to give it to a charity. See, Demario Davis, man, is one of them dudes, man, and Demario listens to the show. And he's a dude, man, that's do it the right way. Like I said the same thing about Drew Brees. Demario Davis and Drew Brees, Cam Jordan, they got several individuals, Mike Thomas, Elvin Kamara, a bunch of them on that team that do it the right way, man. They stand up individuals, man. They stand up people, and they excellent people, man. These are what true role models are. If you're gonna talk about sports role models, this is the cream of the crop right here, baby. Now, he said Davis channeled the outspoken reaction to his fine into a charitable cause. He announced Tuesday that he has raised more than $30,000 in sales of the man of God, woman of God, and child of God headbands for St. Dominic Hospital in his home state of Mississippi. Now, he said he'll be donating all that money, 30 G's, this man gave to charity. You hear what I'm talking about, family? That's huge. And he said himself that that's a huge win. While wearing the Man of God headband in his locker room, he says, quote, "We've been able to turn it into a positive and use it to raise funds for a hospital that's trying to rebuild this emergency room and just have the support of the community. And pretty much nationwide, it's been amazing. And then on top of that, been blessed to win the appeal and be able to take those funds that was already counting as a loss and further contribute to the cause. It's just a major blessing. And I don't take it for granted," end quote. See, Demario Davis, man, just does it right, man. You know, I can't say no much about that. I mean, he's just terrific, man. Good to have Demario down here as a Saint, doing saintly things, man. It's just a great thing, man. Demario Davis. Big ups to Demario Davis, baby. Big ups to Demario, man. Huge story. I love it, man. I love hearing positive stuff like that. Also, to give you some more information, family, Eric McCoy and Ryan Ramczyk was named to the PFF Week 5 Team of the Week. Said the Saints offense gave Tampa Bay more than they could handle last week with the big guys up front, keeping Bridgewater clean and creating opportunities for Kamara. Some of them earned individual recognition. Ramczyk and McCoy each making the cut on the Week 5 Team of the Week from Pro Football Focus. They said that the PFF credited McCoy with upper echelon skills and pass protection as a prospect. Of course, he come out of Texas A&M. They reported that much of his success has translated to the NFL. Big ups to, like my dog Scoob says, to Jeff Ireland for president. Jeff Ireland and Sean Payton seen the man that he moved up in the second round and snatched him. And the core parts of this team are built on people that's not first round draft picks. Elvin Kamara, third round pick. Mike Thomas, second round pick. Eric McCoy, second round pick. You know, and just getting guys like Ireland having the ability to see these players and bring them in, excellent, man. I just excellent. And then he said he's done a good job protecting Bridgewater, Breeze, and McCoy's just giving. I mean, the guy just gets in there and makes things happen. Just love him. The Saints' second-round draft pick produced the best game of his young career so far. He continues to solidify the spot in the middle of the Saints' O-line. From 42 pass blocking snaps, he allowed just one hurry, 0 hits, and 0 sacks. He's allowed just 4 hurries on 207 pass blocking snaps this season and is yet to surrender a sack or a hit. You heard what I just said? Meanwhile, right tackle Ryan Ramczyk has collected an impressive number of hides to put on the wall after shutting out J.J. Watt in the season opener. He went on to play a high level against pass rushers like Jadeveon Clowney, DeMarcus Lawrence. He didn't see much of the Buccaneers free agent phenomenon Shaquille Barrett last week, who leaves the NFL with 9 sacks despite getting none against New Orleans. That's an impressive pass list, to be honest with you. J.J. Watt, Jadeveon Clowney, DeMarcus Lawrence, and then Shaquille Barrett, who leads the league and with 9 sacks, didn't even sniff Bridgewater. Then Ramczyk stonewalled him and his teammates too. Barrett rushed against Ramczyk 6 times and failed to record a pressure. 14 attempts against Teron Armstead also left him wanting. He's more on Ramczyk's big day. Ramczyk enjoyed another stellar season, delivering once again on Sunday. From 42 pass blocking snaps, he allowed just 1 hurry with no sacks or hits. Through 5 games this season, he has yet to allow a sack on 207 pass block snaps. Man, this is excellence, baby. This is excellence, both on the field and off the field. Demario Davis doing what he doing big. Ramczyk, McCoy, the rookie, not playing like a rook. This is big time, man. What you expect from the Saints, baby? Who that to my black and gold people in the building. Moving on, family, we're going to hit this next story. Dez Bryant, hopeful NFL return, continued to train after recovery. Now, Dez is near the end of the road with his recovery from last year. And he said on his Twitter account that remaining healthy is his only concern, that the next 3 weeks will be critical for him. Now, he said next 3 weeks, he has a time frame of mid-October that he referenced early in this year. Now, whether that time frame will slide a bit, it's yet to be determined, but he does use his Twitter account. I checked his Twitter account, man, to see where he is. Now, I've seen several videos with him training and making cuts and turns, but like I told people before, he's not exactly 100%. That's why he has this deadline, but he's saying right around that time, 3 weeks, which will put us right around that mid-October timeline that he was looking to make a move. Now, he's a 3-time Pro Bowler, now 30 years old, 2 years removed from football. Looked like he in great shape. Now he's been training with David Robinson. Now y'all remember David Robinson, and specialists in kinesiology who lists wide receivers like Antonio Brown, Emmanuel Sanders, Sterling Shepard, and Rashard Higgins. A few of those, this guy is the one who kind of helps guys rehab and get stronger, after coming off those injuries. Now, notice that most of those guys, Antonio Brown, Emmanuel Sanders, and Sterling Shepard, those guys are pretty good route runners, which means they plant, turn, and running these routes. You got to be able to plant and push off of that thing. And Dez Bryant is doing pretty damn good work. Now the Saints really the Saints kind of are interested. They're not showing like, yeah, we're looking at it. But if Dez Bryant calls the Saints, you really think Sean Payton gonna turn it down? I mean, seriously. You think Sean Payton's going to turn that down? Of course he's not going to turn that down. They need help at the wide receiver. I understand that Tre'Quan Smith come back, but come on. This Super Bowl year, right? We need all the help we can get underneath Ted Ginn Jr., to be honest with you. With the Saints, who signed him last November. But remember, the Saints did take a portion of Larry Warford's contract and converted it into a signing bonus to free up over $2 million. What is that being done for? They didn't sign anybody with that $2 million. The ideology is that the Saints are clearing up that cap money. So when Bryant says, I'm ready, they'll have it ready for him. That's the thinking. That is the thinking. Because it's been a while since they did that, maybe a week or so ago, and the Saints haven't signed anybody worth that much money. But the idea is Bryant, and remember, this is right around the same time frame as last year when the Saints signed him in November of last year. Now, he was rooting for the Saints to beat the Cowboys. He had some complaints about the officiating in the game, but the Saints are playing it cool. They lukewarm on it, like playing it cool, and I guess it's because they being cool with it, because I don't know if he want to get into a bidding war, but I don't think so. I think that Dez wants to come in, play well for the team. He wants a Super Bowl, and I say sign the goddamn man, bottom line. So that's what I think about that in terms. Now let's bounce and flip on to the injury report, family. Now, this is just going into Wednesday, the midweek injury report for both teams, both the Jags and the Saints. Only 3 people on the injury list for the Saints that reported thus far. Drew Brees' is right thumb. Of course, he did not practice. And Tre'Quan Smith did not practice Wednesday with an ankle situation. Trey Hendrickson, for those who was asking me about Trey Hendrickson last Sunday, who's dealing with that neck injury, he was limited in Wednesday practice. Of course, there's still Thursday and Friday to walk through for the rest of the practice. But for right now, that's where we are. Trey Hendrickson is practicing. So he could be, ready to go against the Jaguars. Now, looking at the Jaguars, people that's out, Brandon Littner, their center, did not practice. Calais Campbell was limited. Jalen Ramsey was limited with his back. DJ Hayden, the cornerback, limited as well. So is Ronnie Henderson, the safety. Lentry McCray, he's limited, and tight end Josh Oliver, whoever the hell that is. They were limited. All those guys were pretty much limited. So pretty much what we hearing here, family, is pretty easy to kind of decipher what the Saints is we moving forward. A lot of great moves, a lot of great things. We knew they had a great offensive line. We knew the Saints was going to eventually catch on, and the offensive line will protect them after having a pretty bad game against the Rams. But that's what a good offensive line does. It turns around, adjusts, make adjustments, make things happen. Bottom line. And let's look at it like this, family. You heard what Teddy Bridgewater was able to do in the game through 4 touchdowns. Was pretty excellent. Really loved the output in that game. Really kind of shut up a lot of doubters. Got a lot of those clowns now on his jock. But, man, we just forget about them dudes. We're going to keep winning. We're going to just keep doing our thing. And speaking of the quarterback who shut a lot of people up thus far, and he's getting better in the system, is Teddy Bridgewater, or as Metalhead calls him, Teddy Roosevelt. Here's Teddy Roosevelt on his thoughts about keeping the momentum going into Week 6.
A defense that's been playing some good football, that's known around this league. It's a team that's been playing some good football as a whole, been doing some great things. We'll continue to just improve in areas that will help ourselves become a better team. And I think we did a good job last week of being better in the red zone, being better on third down. So we want to try to keep that momentum moving forward and try to get better.
Teddy, where's your confidence right now? Not that a player ever loses confidence or it ever wanes, but where is it right now?
It's hard to, measure it, but I'm just playing the game. I'm enjoying it, living in the moment. I'm confident in doing so. These guys around here, we all feed off of each other, and it's a confident group. So for me, I step into the huddle and I'm looking into the guys' eyes, and you see those guys exuding that confidence. For me as a player, it's like, man, these guys are so confident that I have to be as confident as those guys.
Teddy, the chants of Teddy echoing through the crowd. I was driving down Jefferson today. There was a sign that simply just said Teddy. Talk about the way that the town has embraced you.
It's been a process for this team. We're all just focusing on getting better, trying to do the little things to make this team complete. Each week we come to practice, we come to work, and we're trying to find different ways to get better. And, we're all out there competing for one thing, and that's to win football games. And we've been able to win a couple football games these past couple weeks, and hopefully we can keep this thing going.
As far as I think Jalen Ramsey returned to practice today, I assume he's going to play. Just the challenges that he presents and how much better he can make that defense if, in fact, he does play this weekend.
Yeah, definitely. Jalen, man, he's an outstanding player. And, I've been following him since he was in college at Florida State. So I know all about him. Like you said, when he's out there, he brings that swagger to that defense, that confidence, So if he's playing this week, we're looking forward to that matchup. We know that it's going to be a fun one with, him and our wide receivers and their entire secondary. We have a good group, a good young group too, who are playing some solid football. So we're looking forward to this matchup this week.
I know you wanted to work on tempo, just since you've taken over the quarterback position. Do you feel like the tempo, just how you were working, how the offensive line was working, was that the best it's been since you've taken over?
Last week was definitely our best week. Establishing tempo. Coach mentioned it. Just having that tempo from the start, and you could feel it all week last week when we were practicing, and it transferred over to the game. So we want to try to keep that tempo, keep that momentum going forward, and just keep trying to play fast.
Teddy Bridgewater, man, keep the momentum, keep the tempo, keep playing fast. That's Teddy B, man, breaking it down for the family, man. And, like I said, man, a lot of great stories to talk about this in part of this midweek, man. Who that to the family, to address some of the family members that just chimed in. Nola Nerd says Merton Hanks just mad because his neck too long for his body. You're a weird looking dude, man, like a giraffe playing football or something. Remember he had that weird dance he used to do when he used to make an interception. He used to snap his neck back like a spineless chicken. It was just weird, man. But I used to like Merton Hanks back in the day. But I think he over the uniform police in the NFL. It's either him or Troy Vincent. Troy Vincent really turned into a real tool, man. What a chump that guy is. A lot of those guys, man, I don't like those guys for whatever reason. I know why. I know the reason, family. Because they don't treat the Saints family correct, baby. That's why I don't like their butts. That's why I don't like them. But how could you not like us, man? We the most likable fam in the world, man. It's not any greater fandom that's better than the black and gold fandom, baby. Y'all know I'm telling the truth, man. Who that to my family out there? Sean D says Demario is real people. Big ups. DLP says Saints front office need to add another O-line and running back or wide receiver. Hopefully they will make something happen at the trade deadline. Word on the street is that's what's shaping up to be, family. I don't know about the O-line or running back position, but wide receiver with Dez is definitely something they're looking at, bro. Serious stuff. It's too many reports circulating around it. Who that, John Lister? I see you, baby. Demi says, Dez, I hope he can come back and be ready to contribute greatly. Mike Ted needs help. That's right, Demi. Thank you, baby. Till, who that, baby? Till. Metalhead says, is there any possibility of Bryant playing again? Yes, indeed, bro. Yes, indeed. Metalhead, look up, go on his Twitter. Put that, go in the Google machine and put in Dez Bryant's Twitter and go, you can watch some of his, because he records his workouts with him coming off that injury. That's a tough injury to come back from. But you can see him making cuts. He's literally showing people his progress to let you know that it's just not lip service. Who that 985J in the building? Congrats to my family. He won the Sports Coma console 985J. It's on the way, baby. Let's see, Larry. Who that, Larry? Dada. Who that, Dada? He said Tampa Bay beat the Rams. They thought they were Super Bowl contenders. I believe they just caught the Rams off guard. Damn. You know what? If they would have beat the Saints in the Superdomes, I would have said, you know what, the Buccaneers are for real. But Jameis Winston is a lunatic. He's a maniac. I mean, he's a maniac, man. I seen pictures of him bulging his eyes out. Something severely wrong with Jameis Winston. And I don't think you can. I mean, maybe you got a crazy quarterback that might be able to take your team to the Super Bowl. Like, I mean, what's some of the most craziest quarterbacks we know? Terry Bradshaw is pretty much out of his mind, and he won 4 Super Bowls. So hey, anything possible, right? Let's see, Randy. Who that, Randy? He says Austin Carr seemed a little pointless in our lineup. Let's see, the Saints are going after Tyler Eifert. What do you think about that, family? I want to hear y'all thoughts about that. What do you think about that? Chime in the chat. Let me know how you feel about the Saints possibly looking at signing Tyler Eifert. We're trading for Tyler Eifert, like several reports are indicating. Some strong, pretty credible sources, by the way, are putting that out there. So, well, while y'all guys are getting your answers together on that, let me play Mr. Hanging Earring himself. Mr. Hanging Earring himself, Marcus Davenport, will chime in. Well, like I said, I don't think he wearing the earring on this one, but let's hear what Davenport, who coming off for 2 games.
Fournette, big, strong running back. Talk about going against him and what it's going to take to contain him a little bit.
Really, it's going to take us doing our job. From there, that's what we focus on, and it's that simple.
Last week we were just talking about how you were getting, you wanted to finish plays, you wanted to get those stacks. Last week you were able to kind of finish those plays. Is that what you were looking for, just in terms of what you wanted to do in those plays when you're getting those pressures and wanting to rack up those stacks? Were you happy with what you were able to get done last week? And what can you do to kind of continue building on that?
So I guess I'm more unhappy about what I didn't do. So, I think that's a good driving force. And those plays that I missed, plays I could have done better, plays where I wasn't really much of a factor. And so that's what I got to work on and build on.
Where have you seen the biggest growth in your game?
More or less just confidence, just trying to play my teammates, like I said before, teammates, coaches, and, just all around supportive really helped me in that.
About that move you put on kind of a forearm on one of the sacks, and you just kind of sense he was off balance a little bit when you use your forearm to kind of pull through and get the sack on. Just kind of discuss what happened on that play.
Just from my perspective, it was just about get off, and at that point, closing the distance, and it just so happened it looked like that. So,
Marcus, we know it's a numbers position, but was that as comfortable as you've been in a game since you've been here?
I believe so, more or less. It was just about playing fast and trying to play my game, and that's something I've been trying to work on this whole season and even preseason. So it's been helpful that, I feel like I've gotten better and in that sense.
So what were some of the things you specifically wanted to get better at? Because you just said you're more disappointed with the things you didn't do in the game as opposed to what you did do.
This guy. Shoot, I gotta finish every play. Our main problem is we always want to win our one-on-ones, and that's on every play. It doesn't really matter. So that's my thing. I want to win all my one-on-ones, and I don't think any of us will ever be satisfied until it's like a perfect game, which we know that's not achievable, but it's still a goal that we can shoot for and be proud to shoot for.
Marcus Davenport was probably wearing both those Aaron Neville's in this game against the Buccaneers. He had 2 sacks, man. Big ups to Marcus Davenport doing it big, man, as Cam was behind him, picking with him as he was trying to do his interview. So it's big, man. Big things going on in the Black and Gold Nation, man. Big ups to the family in the live stream, surprise stream, man. Who that Cody? Who that Gary? And the family. Dada says, I like Tyler, but nothing higher than a 5th rounder. Various reports saying the Saints interested might give up a 4th round. I'm hearing nothing higher than a 4th round pick for a NFL starting level tight end. Not bad at all, I'm thinking in my head, man. Not bad at all. Not bad at all. But I'm really adverse to giving up those picks, man. But of course, the question was asked about Ben Watson. The Patriots release Ben Watson. Wouldn't be Ben Watson be a cheap option? Then you won't have to give up a fourth round pick, because I didn't have an opportunity to look up Tyler Eiffert's contract to understand how much money this man is making either. That's also a part of the analysis as well. So, Demi said, "I'm sorry, Q, I never heard of Tyler Eifert." I mean, a lot of people haven't. He was a pretty decent tight end with the Bengals when he was healthy. Then he fell out of favor, but in my opinion, he's not better than Jared Cook. But if the Saints, I just don't see why Tyler Eifert fits here. You have Josh Hill. Josh Hill is a good tight end. Why would you want to surrender a fourth round pick unless you're interested in running these 3 tight end packages like the Patriots used to run? I'm not certain, man. I don't know, man. Trey 0316, call me living in the past, but we miss Ingram. Dude, we got to replace. Ain't that dude. Bro, say this. Jerome said 1 million. Thank you, Jerome. Let me get this straight to reply to Trey. Appreciate the comment, Trey. Latavius Murray, bro. I find myself, here I go, man. You know how I do. Y'all know family. How I call it the Andrews Pete effect. Like I always had to put on like I'm his attorney or something, his public defender. And I have to go and lay his case out before the International Saint Court of Appeal to make a case why this, that, and the third. Dealing with Latavius Murray, over the last 3 games, he has gotten 12 carries in 3 games. The first 3 games ago he had 2 carries. 2 games ago he had 4 carries. Last game he had 7 carries, I believe. So if you add that up, that's not really a great sample size serving from Sean Payton giving that guy. You see what I'm saying, fam? I'm saying that imagine if the playing field and the snap field was the same and Sean Payton was giving Latavius Murray carries like he was giving Mark Ingram. What would be the difference then? Latavius Murray could run. He could play. I'm saying I'm watching it, and it's Sean Payton's not giving him the snaps. He's not giving him the reps for whatever reason. I don't know. But in those 3rd and 1 positions, remember when I can only go based on what the coach said why he was getting Murray. Remember, Ingram and the Saints were only $1 million apart. Ultimately, they didn't want to miss out on Latavius Murray, and they opted to go with Latavius over Mark Ingram. It was $1 million apart on the deal. And the Saints, if they had plenty of time to get it done, because they could have renegotiated his contract and paid him like they did several players this year. But the Saints thought Latavius Murray was a better fit with what Sean Payton was doing moving ahead. Remember, after they got Latavius, then Mark Ingram signed with Baltimore. So the Saints had an opportunity to get that guy. But but they're not giving him the snaps. And I don't understand why. 3rd and 1 packages. How many times, fam? Let me ask y'all this. Be honest. How many times you seen 3rd and 1 situations that were perfect for Latavius Murray running style, but they had Alvin Kamara in there? Come on. Why is that? Well, I'm thinking it's imbalance. We win in these games, true indeed, but Peyton's overusing Kamara, in my opinion. You see what I'm saying? And I'm saying that because it's still early on, and you're not giving this is the second best back on your team. You're not giving them the football. I mean, 3 games ago, he gave him 2 carries. 2 games ago, he gave him 4 carries. Last game, he gave him several carries. And I'm saying this is a guy that you pound within the second half of the game. You wear out that team, then you put him out there and let him go to work in the second half when you got that worn out opposing defense out there. That's what I thought Sean Payton was going to do with Latavius Murray. Jerome said Murray's doing a good job when he gets in. Ain't Murray gaining 5 yards a carry? Right up under that. I'm saying even though he's not getting the reps like an Ingram is, I don't think that's Murray's fault. I'm saying Murray is healthy. He's there. But the Saints are not giving him the ball when he's supposed to get the ball. 3rd and 1 situations, in the red zone, stuff like that. They run at Alvin Kamara in 3rd and 1 situations, most of the time without a lead back. That's crazy to me. You got a battering ram, this dude's 6'3", 240 plus pounds. Put him in there and let him get them 3rd and 1 tough yardage. Only time Alvin Kamara should be in the third down situation if it's 3rd and long. But if it's third and short, that's Latavius Murray all day. And it's not like they have given him a cheap contract like Dwayne Washington, the third back. This guy, they paid him a nice chunk of change to be in the second. Like, Saints throwing away money for whatever reason. It's two major situations on this team. They're just throwing away money. They're flushing it down the toilet. Number one on offense with Latavius Murray, and then on the defense with Patrick Robinson. I mean, it's just like, I don't get that part of it. You know, I have not figured that out yet. Trey says, yep, we overusing Kamara. You right on that. I'm saying, bro, it's an imbalancement. The overusage is the same thing that happened when Sean Payton got a featured back when Reggie Bush was drafted. Remember, he was using him all over the place. He had him returning punts. He had him kicking it off. He was playing him at wide receiver. He was overusing the hell out of Reggie Bush when he had him down here. It's the same effect now with Alvin Kamara. Remember, the last time he had a featured back was Reggie Bush. All the rest of those guys were guys that shared carries with somebody. And then you say, okay, well, Mark Ingram was a feature back, but he wasn't an effective one. That's why they started using back by committee approach. Had they not used back by committee approach, the Saints would have got rid of Mark Ingram a long time ago, because he was stinking up the joint the first 3 or 4 years when he was in the league. And finally, the Saints had enough patience to stick with him, and then he paid off big dividends later on. But that's what I'm saying. It's on Sean Payton. It's an unbalanced approach. They win in these games, but I'm saying I want to save Alvin Kamara. We don't need to have Alvin Kamara in the game on 3rd and 1, running up against a 6, a 7, or 8 man front to get a yard. I mean, are you with me, family? Am I making sense? I mean, that's what Latavius Murray does. It's two critical things. Latavius Murray is a short yardage back, and if you want to get more yards, you use Zach Line. Zach Line, don't forget, we have a fullback on the team. We like 3 or 4 teams in the NFL actually still use a fullback. But Zach Line is a dude that you put in front of Latavius Murray, then you put your extra lineman in there, and then you go and get that tough yardage. You wear those teams out. Sean Payton's not doing that. He's just infatuated with Alvin Kamara. And understandably so. It's like playing Madden. And I remember telling school, but somebody, that imagine if you was playing Madden, you wouldn't take Alvin Kamara out to put Latavius Murray in either. So, I mean, but looking at it, man, Sean's got to do a better job of delegating reps for his running backs and giving them an opportunity, because we need Kamara. It's a long-ass season, man. It's a long season. We don't need him beat up. We've survived without Drew, with Teddy Bridgewater stepping in, but I don't want to even think it. But if something like that were to occur with Alvin Kamara, how in the hell do you replace him? He is probably, him and Mike Thomas are 2 of the irreplaceable Saints. And I hate to say that about Drew. You can't win a Super Bowl without him. You'll get to the playoffs without him, but I don't know about a Super Bowl without Drew. But Alvin Kamara, there is nobody on the team that can replace what Alvin Kamara does. Maybe you could have had a little cheap back with Devine Zigbo, who they released and let to Jacksonville, who they playing. But at the end of the day, what I'm saying is we have to be very careful about how we using Alvin Kamara. That's all I'm saying, family. Thank you, Trey, for that. Donovan said Tyler Effort's a good pro. He is good Pro Bowl tight end, but always hurt. Played only 11 games the past 3 seasons. Cost is cheap because he's on a $1 million deal. Yeah, but do we really need that guy? That's what I'm saying, family. Do we really need that guy? I mean, seriously, what the hell we need Tyler Eifert for? I mean, I'm keeping it real. Josh Hill, Sean Payton don't want 3 tight ends anyway. I mean, the guy that we was going to get, AJ Derby, was a pretty decent tight end. He was a 3rd string tight end. He can come in and play for you and catch the ball and do that kind of stuff. But Josh Hill is your 2nd tight end. Sean Payton didn't want a 3rd tight end. Remember? He didn't want a 3rd tight end. He made his backup quarterback / wide receiver / running back / special team player a tight end. So I'm like, what the hell, man? But anyway, that's a great point. Cheap prospect, but you're gonna give up a fourth round pick for a guy that is gonna be your 2nd best tight end. And I just don't see it, man. I just don't think they should make this move, man. I really don't. Keep that draft pick for something more important coming down. Maybe perhaps a few players on the cornerbacks or whatever you need for next year. Tyler Eifert, to me, I don't see it. Kelvin says, predictably is another problem. If they know he's getting the ball whenever he come in the game, what team wouldn't be smart enough to stack the box? True that. Tramal says Nick Eason too. The Saints throwing away money. Good point, Tramal. I forgot about Nick Eason, but they can get out of the Nick Eason deal. I don't know if they can get out of the Patrick Robinson deal. I remember one of the family members last week was saying that Robinson has a no cut clause in his contract. So I mean, that one might be a little tough to get out. But Nick Eason has an option in his first year, even though it's a 4-year deal. The Saints have a team option that first year. If they don't like him, they cut him, get rid of him, get their money back. Donovan says Dwayne Washington runs hard and get tough yards too, but Latavius Murray is the answer in short yardage situation. Right, Donovan. And the fact that this man is getting paid the kind of money he is, and to be the second back, and you just letting him sit there. And I'm saying save Elvin Kamara, run Latavius Murray on 3rd and 1 packages. Only time I won't see Elvin Kamara in the game on 3rd down is if it's 3rd and passing, 3rd and long situation. But if it's short, put Murray in the goddamn game, Sean, please. Scoob, who that family? What it up? What good with it, family? From Philadelphia, my dog Scoob in the building. Welcome, fam. Jay Giggity. He said, imagine Kamara and McCaffrey on the. Oh my goodness, man. I can't. Kamara and McCaffrey on the same team, dude. You know what you can do with them dudes? They basically the same guy. You got two. I mean, those guys, them two guys right now tearing the league up. You seen what McCaffrey did last week with the Carolina Panthers? He was the reason why they won that game. He basically beat that other team by himself. I mean, if you have them two dudes, oh my goodness, I can't even imagine how explosive. And then Sean Payton has the imagination to be able to use those guys. I mean, absolutely amazing, family. Absolutely amazing. I can't imagine that, Jay Giggity, baby. That's just mind blowing to see both them suckers on the same team, man. That you can line them up at wide receiver, but circle one back to the running back, have them split out in the back. Oh my, it's just me just thinking about what to do with them guys on the football field, man. That's really something special with those players. But anyway, before we get back into any more Saints comment, concerns, or what have you, family, I got the
every game. That's our main thing. Just finishing games and just becoming a great defense, not just good.
We know that pass defense is a cohesion between the rush and the secondary. How do you feel, though, specifically about how you're playing right now? Because it seems like you're playing at, maybe your highest level as a Saint.
Oh, for sure. Well, I'll just try to pride myself on just being aware of the situations and locking up man-to-man coverage, and of course, discipline out there. I know this whole defense as a whole got a great talent as far as just from D-lines, linebackers to our secondary. So just for me, I'm trying to do my part to do whatever I can to help.
How much confidence do you see this defense operating with right now?
I think we're getting there. We're getting back. So really playing confident, great football is just about doing it 4 quarters and really finishing out. And that's something that we're trying to emphasize for this week.
You guys are getting a look at this opposing offense now. Minshew, DJ Chark, what they have offensively. What have they been able to do to move the ball effectively so far?
They've been executing pretty well, running the ball. I know Leonard Fournette is up there with leading rushers and stuff. So that's a big thing to just keep that under control. And I'll also say they're good throwing the ball up, big plays, chunk plays and stuff. Real fast receivers on the edges, so just got to contain that.
When you're a secondary and you're looking at a team that's going for those chunk plays, how do you shut them down? Because you guys seem to have successfully done that for the last couple of weeks.
Just matching up well and just being able to plaster on broken plays and playing the ball well in the air and just being confident. That's all it comes down to, confidence and knowing what they're going to give us awareness-wise and just making that play.
Eli Apple family breaking it down, talking about things, and like the man asked him, and I got to give credit what credit's due, man. DeSacia, he's probably one of the best ones that's out there in form, and he asked the real questions. Real smart brother, man. He used to work for the Time-Picayune. Got to give DeSacia big credit. He asked really good questions. The rest of them is silly. I heard one reporter, he's so silly, asked Sean Payton what's his favorite snowball. And Sean Payton actually answered it. He was like, man, this is football. We talking football here. Where these goofy-ass reporters come from? But DeShacia, man, I got to give him credit. The man's excellent. Good questions. Always solid questions from John DeShacia. He gets to the bottom of it. Anyway, family, like I said, welcome all the families in the live stream. we have opened up the phone lines. You can see the number in the chat, 504-475-4482. Feel free to call in questions, concerns, comments, talking about the black and gold, baby, and how they doing today. Let's recap, family. We talked about a few things today. Went over Demario Davis beating the NFL with his Man of God headband. He also had the Woman of God and Children of God. He raised over $30,000 in charity because of that and donated to one of the hospitals to fix the emergency room, stand-up individual. We also went over Dez Bryant coming. As I've seen several different reports. Also, I've seen video on Dez looking at making a return around the middle October date is getting close. The Saints already freed up over $2 million when they reworked Warford's deal in anticipation. We're saying, even though they're not saying, but you can kind of read the tea leaves. Went over the injury report, talked about which Saints so far in the middle of the week, what's going on, and also rumors of trades. There's also, talking about Tyler Eifert. If the Saints really need to have Tyler Eifert here, man, come on, what the hell with that? The family chimed in on that as well. Jerome says, I think Patrick Robinson, we can opt out 2020 season and have a dead cap of $2.5 million. You know what? He's Patrick Robinson, like right now, PJ Williams is really stepping his game up. Who that, William? And PJ has really stepped his game up. And I think that's in part because as the team, the defense, if you notice, the defense have settled in and they're starting to trust each other and let each man do what they're supposed to do. And I think that was over time. It took, 3 or 4 games for them to finally resync to what they were. Great harmony. PJ has been playing in the slot position. He's really stepped his game up because, there's a lot of help. The Saints defense is playing really good and comfortable packages. Perhaps Dennis Allen went to his defensive guys and said, listen, what's your specialty? He should know by already, but the defensive guys are going to chime in and say, listen, why are we doing this? We need to play like this, that, and the third. Let's bring this back. And sometimes you have to find a middle ground if you're the coach with the players so that y'all can have that harmony, because you always want to get the most out of your player. You're playing your player. If you got a man-to-man cornerback and you got the man playing zone all the time, he ain't going to be comfortable. So we got to roll to the strengths of our players, which is something that the Saints seem to have now finally ironed out a lot of wrinkles on the offensive side of the ball. Same thing with the O-line. The O-line was kind of shaky. Now all of a sudden O-line is really synced in, and they regathered that Hall of Fame, or not Hall of Fame, that Pro Bowl level play from the offensive line, despite the fact they got a stone cold rookie sitting at the center position, not playing like a rook. So the Saints offense and defensive lines have really stepped up. We're thinking about the secondary. The defense, despite the injuries to our linebackers, have been steady with Demario Davis, the man of God. Then the defensive line has really woken up. We got a special early Christmas Day gift when Super Sheldon with the shimmy came back early. Baby, he came back early. What a gift that was. We also had Mario Edwards Jr. Started to step up his play. Shy Tuttle was there. Then there was guys like Malcolm Brown. Malcolm Brown and Sheldon Rankins looked like the twins in the middle. That was something that we were looking at and saying, man, when they finally get it together, you're going to see the Saints D-line be one of the best in pro football. And we seen it early. David Onyemata assuming the reserve defensive line, the alignment position, coming in fresh and still providing that rush. Carl Granderson getting in there. Trey Hendrickson's working his way back in there. So the Saints' strength on the defense, man. I mean, they are very strong defense and very deep defense. So we got a call, babies. Let's see who calling here. What's happening, family? You're rocking with the Sports Coma. Who am I speaking with? All right, we lost him. We lost our caller. Feel free to call back, family. I don't know what happened. We must have lost our caller there. So let's see here, family. The lines are open, family. So feel free to call in anytime you're ready. But what's really stellar and interesting, man, about the fact that the New Orleans Saints have been continuing, man, to play. I mean, how could you not, family? How could you not appreciate what the black and gold really been doing, man? I mean, defense, everything's starting to sink. It's starting to normalize, and it's just it's just great. Not the fact that you're missing your Hall of Fame quarterback. Think about that for a second. You're missing your Hall of Fame quarterback, but yet you know what you do, babies? You continue to win, baby. You continue to win, and that's the great and beautiful thing about all of this is that we continue to prove those doubters wrong and to show up some stuff. So really big, proud stuff to talk about, family. Scoop says we missed on Kurt Coleman last year and now P-Rob this year. I wonder if the position coach is influence for agent pickups. We're going to answer that question in just a second. Let's answer a call. What's happening, family? You're rocking with the Sports Coma. Who am I speaking with?
Hey, what's going on, man?
What's going on, family? Who am I speaking with?
Hey, man. This Tyrese, I had called in your podcast last time, man.
I remember you, brother. How you
really
doing,
enjoyed
man?
it.
Oh, thank you, brother. How you doing today, bro?
Doing good. I had crazy story. I had just found my half brother, but his mom is angry because she never knew about me. So it's a crazy story I got going on right now.
Wow.
I just found my brother like I'd never seen in like since I was born, like 19 years. So I'm trying to sort that out because the mom was like big mad. Like she said, don't you call this number again. You hear me? You're confused. I'm like, we can do a blood test. But besides all that, I'm here to talk about the Saints, man. That's it.
Well, Tyrese, man, it's just keep it positive, bro. It's all gonna work out, bro. You know how it is, man. It's a greater plan that affects. So stay strong, bro. Like I know y'all, brother. But it's what's going on? What's your mind, bro? What you want to talk about with the Saints, my family?
Well, man, I just want to talk about the playoff contention right now.
Okay.
With the Saints and what everything's going on. I feel like we have a cakewalk schedule until we get to the Bears. But I think the only problem is going to be on the defensive end. I want to know what's your opinion on how Sean Payton is going to let Teddy Bridgewater play, because I feel like he had the cuffs on him the first couple games, just having him dink and dunk. But I feel like he's going to probably let it rip on this Bears defense. Like, what's your take on it?
I agree with you, Tyrese. I think Sean, what you're seeing you're getting a little preview of what the Saints going to be looking like moving forward. Like you've seen Sean Payton them starting to take shots down the field, and that was a knock. Even some of the fandom was saying, "Man, why don't we throw the ball down 15 yards down past 15 yards?" Then you start seeing them winging it deep, and things start opening up. But I think it's more of the same, brother. More of the same. We're gonna see a lot of that going on heading into it. But remember, bro, you going into Jacksonville and Chicago. Now, I'm not gonna say upset alert just yet, like a lot of people saying. But what make those teams difficult are these two teams. They can run the football. Remember, Jaguars have Leonard Fournette, and the Bears have what's that guy name? They have a bunch of really good backs up there. But what I'm saying is they can run the ball and play defense. They can run the ball and play defense. So that's two things we have to watch out for. So if the Saints going down to Jacksonville and going up to Chicago, these are going to be really difficult games. But we have to bring the running game, and we got to keep playing defense like we've been playing. Because running game, and Tyrese, like I know, and the rest of the family know, dog, that running game and defense travels. So we got to bring that running game and that defense, brother.
Right. But I think honestly that we can shut down the running game for Jacksonville, and we can shut down the running game for the Bears. Okay. Now the thing is with Jacksonville is we can shut down their run game, but Gardner Minshew, that rookie, I feel like he can make some passes. But I feel like our secondary has gotten so better now. Like, I'm kind of shocked and mystified that P.J. Williams is even playing well. you understand? Like, that's how shocked I am.
Right.
And Eli Apple no longer makes me want to jump off a bridge anymore. Like, if we're saying that Marshawn Lattimore is the number one corner, I honestly think Eli Apple is the number two in the all of NFL. And with the Bears, this Bears team, you know how they say offense wins games, defense wins championships?
Right.
Well, this Bears team is not going to win. This Bears team is not going to let the defense win any championships when you got these sorry quarterbacks, Chase Daniels and Mitchell Trubisky. I don't care what Bears fans think. Mitchell Trubisky is not a good quarterback. Now that defense is a monster.
Yeah.
You know, they kind of play like the '85 Bears. Like when I think of that defense, I think of like the 2006 Bears, like how we played the Bears in that NFC Championship game when Drew Brees like first got to the Saints.
Right.
Now I think the Bears versus the Saints game is going to be a under 20-point game, just like the Cowboys. But I have faith that if we shut down the run game for the Bears, we got to force Chase Daniels to throw the ball, and Chase Daniels is going to be throwing. I feel like he's going to be throwing interceptions and incompletions left and right. But I think with Gardner Minshew, though, Gardner Minshew is like very talented, so he can either run down the ball or he can make a couple of incompletions. But I feel like they'll be like we'll be Saxonville, you know. We'll be that team, that squad.
Yeah, the Tyler, the Minshew guy. I mean, he is, he's a traditional rookie, underdrafted guy. No, the Drew Brees story. Nobody's looking at him.
Right.
They don't think he can do nothing, and the guy could ball. And that's the thing. But what does he look like when you get enough tape, enough film on him to be able to break down his tendencies? Is he getting success because we don't have enough film to break down what his tendencies are? And that's what the NFL is about, finding out your weaknesses and exploiting your weaknesses, to say the least. And having true success is to understand that once they discover my weakness, I make a strength where the weakness used to be, and then you looking for something that's not there anymore. So I think that's a major part of it. Can we get like with any rookie quarterback, putting pressure on him, knocking him around, sacking him, beating his tail, jumping in his passing lanes because he's a small quarterback, jumping up, batting his balls down, frustrating him, knocking him around, covering up his favorite wide receivers, and of course, keeping the Jaguars offense off rhythm by having these long possessions, which the Saints can be able to run the ball, control the clock as well by bringing the running game out. So, if you look at it, of course, we're going to preview the Jacksonville game on our Saturday live stream. We'll get more into it. But beating up the quarterback and shutting off Leonard Fournette, the first priority is literally stopping Leonard Fournette and forcing the Minshew character to beat you. That's the key thing. He got to show me. He got to prove it to me. I know he got a few games here, won a few games there, and he exciting the Jacksonville fan base, and good for him. But let's see what he could do with the Saints defense getting at him.
Right.
So I mean, that's my take.
Yeah, I feel like it'll be like a 4-sack game with him. I feel like we'll sack him more than 4 times.
I think so too. The offensive line for Jacksonville is a pretty decent offensive line too. But I mean, like I said,
but I feel like we can. Man.
You think so? I think, bro. You know what? The way the Saints are playing right now, man, and we've said this, we've covered this on the show, is that we know.
Yeah, absolutely, man. You seen our defense in the front?
Oh yeah, that's what I'm saying. The defensive front, man. We can get after you, and then that's the idea, is to come at you with pass rush and waves and waves and waves and waves and waves of pass rushers. The defensive linemen, and notice this is another trend too that the Saints are doing. That as long as I can provide rush up front with you and get to your ass with just 4 players, I drop everybody else in coverage and cover up your passing lanes. It's what the Giants used to do back in the day when they used to have what's his name, Strahan and Tuck and the rest of those guys, JPP and all of them. They would just rush those 4 guys to get to the quarterback and dominate and drop everybody else in the coverage and cover up your passing lanes and say, beat us now. And I think that's the Saints are showing that propensity to be able to rush the passer now. Like one of the commenters, Tim Russ, said, big ups to Tim. Tim said he made a good observation about Marcus Davenport standing up like he used to do at UTSA, where he was standing up and not putting his hand in the ground to rush the quarterback. He had a lot of success just standing up, rushing like what Cam doing. So I got to give the Saints a lot. Even seen in that game too, when we was talking about early in the season about how the Houston Texans moved J.J. Watt from one side of the field, right, a 2-point, and then you have how Texans was using J.J. Watt, moving him from one side to the other before the snap. I thought I seen them do that with Cam, and I said, man, how about that, man? That's big, man. I love it. But yeah, Tyrese, I think it's beautiful, man. We got a lot of great stuff going on here.
That's true. Because like when you seen like the tape, we've had Right, right. Because when you seen the tape with the front defense alignment, we were able to collapse the pocket multiple times with Russell Wilson.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that guy's a different story. You know, we collapsed the pocket at least 5 times and made him have to run out the pocket. Jameis Winston, you know, that they dropped 50 points on the Rams defense. Maybe you can say it was in part of because of Ndamukong Sanu and Aaron Donald were able to collapse it, but we were able to neutralize him, but just slightly. But this defensive line, we were able to take Jameis Winston out with just either 3 or 4 people when we had just a whole bunch of coverage going down the field, and we were able to shut down that Cowboys offensive line too. They're supposed to be elite, but you know they're frauds though because they got 3-0 against garbage teams.
You know what? But you can fool some of the people some of the time, but you can't fool all the people all the time. And I think that's what's coming. It was giving the Cowboys a lot of Super Bowl hooey, and they kind of took a lot of it in, man. But the Saints, you're right. That's why I kept saying they have a really good offensive line. But Tampa Bay, man. Tampa Bay has been lacking something. They've been getting all these talented players. You got Devin White down there. You got all these really talented Devonta David and all these guys, and they just haven't been able to pull it together. And that's what I'm saying. At the head of the snake is Jameis Winston, and he's not a really good person you want to have in that position. I just don't have no faith in that guy. But I'm saying at the end of the day,
Yeah.
Go ahead, buddy.
Oh yeah, I was saying you're right about that because I was thinking like James Winston, he's got Bruce Arians. He's got Bruce Arians as his coach, so I was thinking that it would be slightly better if he's a better coach. But I do think that the Falcons are a wasted team, actually.
Yeah, it's still early on in the season, bro. It's not beyond the realm of possibility that some of these teams can rebound and start having and adapting that one game at a time mentality. So it's still early in the season to want to count people out because one game can kind of inspire you to start getting that confidence and coming back together. Remember, adversity is supposed to put good teams together, and a lot of these teams that are supposed to be really good teams are going through a lot of adversity right now, and we're just gonna have to see how patient the Saints are going through the adversity, losing the quarterback, and we still not playing like a perfect squad. We winning these games, and we like the last we let them score. We let Tampa get that garbage time score.
Right.
We had a few. The referees robbed us of a few turnovers that could have been turned into points. So like I'm saying, we're not playing as perfect as we need to do. We got the penalties down for the last game against Tampa, but what we expect heading these next 2 games will be really pivotal because both these teams, Jacksonville and Chicago, are similar teams with, like you said, subpar quarterbacks and good running games and stiff defense, and they both have they play on the grass. So these are 2 very mirror images of each other in terms of style of play. And the Saints, they're gonna have to bring running game and defense to deal with these dudes in these adverse situations. But watch out, these 2 contests could be problematic for the Saints, man. We got to be on our A games going into these 2 venues, big time.
Amen. Yeah, I feel like these 2 games coming up are going to be defensive battles. I feel like Teddy will manage the game right, and I expect a lot of trick plays too. But I see Alvin Kamara carrying this game for us though for the next 2. Now I don't know how it's going to be for Chicago, but I do know for this Jacksonville game that it's going to be that case. Because Chicago, they're going to the playoffs. All right, I know this truly. And do you think we're going to get that? Do you think we have a chance to get the number 1 seed? Because we had I think the 49ers are a joke too. But we'll have to see about that.
Yeah, it's the 49ers are perfect right now. I'm going to hold judgment on them. The last time the 49ers were that good it's been a while, man. Maybe when Cap was running it. We had difficulty with them when Kaepernick was there. When they had that fierce defense with Patrick Willis and all them dudes was over there. I mean, I'm a hold judgment on them because they kind of built similar to what that Kaepernick team was. They have Garoppolo, and Garoppolo's the truth. They just got to stay healthy. They got a running game there. They got the wide receivers play is kind of suspect, but they have a good running game and they have a stiff defense. The defense is good, and they're a tough team out there, man. Don't make no bones about it. But as far as Chicago will have to show me because I don't have faith in Mitchell Trubisky. I like Chase Daniels, but he's just the backup. So like I'm saying, it's still early.
They lost to the Raiders, man.
Oh, the Raiders. The Raiders. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, man. But if if Trubisky was playing, I don't know if he could scramble and do the things. I'm not a Trubisky guy. I'm not. I'm sorry, I'm not. But I just
Yeah, I'm
think
not
that
either.
that'll be the downfall for Chicago is the QB play. You still have to have a quarterback that don't make the kind of mistakes Mitchell Trubisky makes. So I mean, at the end of the day, I got to put the Saints up there, not because I'm a Saints man through and through, but we got to play somebody in this damn in the NFC South. But the 49ers are looking promising. The the Philadelphia team. Well, let's see what they're gonna do. You have Dallas. I still can't count Dallas out yet because it's still very early in the season and a lot can change in that division. It's still up for grabs. Then you have other teams fighting out there. Green Bay is another team you got to consider as well. What does Green Bay look like going forward? So there's a couple of teams out there we got to keep our eyes on, but we still just have to bat them down one at a time, baby. And when Drew comes back, we keep willing off wins and keep building on, because this is really this is our season, man. This is our season to get to the bowl. That's the mentality of the team.
Yeah, I think we can do it too. I think we can take that number one seed. I think the number one seed will be split between us and the Packers. Really, I know the Packers secondary is trash, but I can't see Aaron Rodgers and that running back they got carrying them over.
Yeah, it's a lot. That's what I'm saying. It's a lot of teams, man, with question marks all over the place, and whether or not we haven't seen some of these other teams go through the adversity enough to start kind of commanding wins. It happens every year. You got the favorites, and then all of a sudden the favorites start falling away because some of the underdogs take it as offense that people putting them ahead of their teams, and it happens every year. But the only team I see with that championship swagger that's really solid, that's been through some difficulty, is the Saints. The Saints pissed off for the last 2 years of messed up calls. This is the same unit that been getting screwed over. They have Super Bowl aspirations. They've no other team in the league same pissed off mentality as the Saints. All the rest of these teams have been given Super Bowl berths. Chicago, all the hype they've been. At the Dallas Cowboys, all the hype they was given before the Giants fell through the floor with Eli. All of a sudden they started the resurgence, and now they getting more press than you out there to the mainstream people. Then it was then on the other side it was the Chargers, and this man, listen, bro, keep your head up, brother. That sound like a lot of adversity, man. But listen, bro, I hear you're a young brother. I hear the strength in your voice. Listen, man, stay strong, stay prayed up, man. Stay focused. Don't go down, bro. Keep your head up, and positive things gonna happen, bro. Stay prayed up, man. You're gonna be all right. You hear me?
God will. God bless.
That's right, brother. God bless you. Let me Reverend Saint won't talk to you right quick, bro. You got a few minutes? Reverend Saint won't holler at you.
Yeah, go ahead.
All right, hold on.
All right.
Here you go. What's happening, Tyrese, baby? How you doing, baby?
Doing good, man. How are you?
Doing good, baby. I heard your story, baby. I'm listening, baby. I'm sitting right here next to Q. I heard your story, baby. I just want to tell you, baby, keep your head up, baby. I will. You made from good stuff, baby. That's a lot of adversity, baby. Remember we said on the other shows, baby. Adversity make you stronger, baby. Make you stronger, baby. What are we without adversity, baby? What are we? We're nothing without adversity, baby. That's where it comes from, baby. We find out who we are in our most diverse times, baby. But I hear it, baby. I hear strength in your voice, baby. And I want you to keep your head up, baby. Stay prayed up, baby.
I will. Thank you. Thank you, Reverend Saint.
No problem, baby. Peace, baby.
All right, peace out.
All right, Tyrese, appreciate the call, brother. Be safe, brother. And we love you at the Sports Coma, my man. Keep your head up.
All right, thank you.
Peace, fam. That's Tyrese, man. Big ups to Tyrese calling, and I appreciate Reverend Saint talking to that brother, giving him the good word, man. All the family members in the live stream heard Tyrese going through some adversity, bro. And you know how we here at Sports Coma, bro. And our family members, we care about each other here, man. So I want all the family that's in the building, man. I want everybody to give Tyrese who that blessing to him, bro. That everything work out for him, brothers and sisters. So everybody in live chat, feel free to give brother Tyrese, a blessing. Send out a shout, a blessing for him for his situation, man. So big ups to Tyrese. Thank you for the call, family. Keep your head up. All right, family. Feeling good, man. Number to call in, 504-475-4482. Thank you, Tyrese, for the call. And all the family members chiming in. Let me see. I missed a few. Puke Scoop says, the fam talking. Sean, who that, baby? I see Sean in the building. My dog, Sean. Scoop said, put your headphones and keep listening, bro. The Joker can wait. Sean said he going to see the Joker. I hear you, babe. Sweat man, who that baby caller you smoking rocks apple is not better than Lattimore. I think he meant second best, Sweat man. Kyle, who that Kyle? Who that to your family? Jerome says watching to Saints is playing a lot of free safety, taking a line back out. Yeah, they, I can see that with the injuries, family. And thank all the family members for sending blessings out to young Tyrese, man. Everybody in the live chat, man, let's send some support to Tyrese, man. Send prayers out to Tyrese, if you please, family. He going through some difficulty, man. And we want to show him here at the Sports Coma and the Who Dat and the Black and Gold Nation that we care about each other here. So send out some blessings to Tyrese, man, and for him to keep his head up and stay positive. That's some difficult stuff going through. And I appreciate the brother for sharing it here with the family, man. Because sometimes, bro, when you ain't got nobody, bro, you got all you got is your family, man. And sometimes that could be enough. So let's send out our love and appreciation and respect and prayers to Tyrese in the live chat, family. Thank y'all for rolling in and the family throwing it all out there, man. Thank y'all, family. Thank y'all. Thank the family, man. Y'all are awesome, man. Thank you. Reynald, who that, baby? Revolt says, Tyrese Demi says 1 minute per call. Cut it out, Revolt. The Saints are the only one we need to worry about. Renault said, I don't want to hear nothing about nobody else. Just talk about my Saints. I hear you, Renault. School says Carolina's looking sneaky good without Cam Newsome. Cam Newsome, Scoob, that's good, baby. But you know what, though? I got to give it to you, Scoob. Your favorite one, bro, that you did, bro, that I got from my dog, Scoob, is Laddie Daddy. Scoob, that's a good one. My dog, when I refer to Lattimore from now on, then I'm going to call him Laddie Daddy. Thank you, Scoob. Another good one like Metalhead did. I like Laddie Daddy, and I like what is it, Metalhead? Teddy Roosevelt. I like that. That's pretty good, man. That's pretty good. A lot of creative family dropping it. Let's see. Good fam. Dada says Revolt, I did. Larry says that boy Granderson, the truth so far. Glad we kept him. Yeah, we did, bro. It worked out masterfully for the Black and Gold family. Scoop says, bless you, young bro. You'll get through us in the family throwing it out. Thank you, Derek. Dada says, Tyree, make the creator continue to watch over you. See, we got great family members, man. He said, hey, T, once it's over, it'll be testimony. Pray up, stay up. See, Larry, appreciate you, Larry. Jason, who that, baby? Sean D said, positive vibes. Tyrese. Gary says, bless. Who that, Tyrese? Jason says, who that, Tyrese? Will says, Tyrese, keep your head up, bro. Look at that. That's a love from the Black and Gold Sports Coma family, man. That was a beautiful and a strong testimony from Tyrese, man. And this brother need to hear those positive words, man, because that's a difficult situation, man. But Reverend Saint had to chime in, bro, and I thank the Reverend Saint for getting in there and spreading that positive word, family. So big ups. Family, the number is still open for live call-ins. Family is 504-475-4482. I wanted to kind of do a special surprise stream for the family members in the middle of the week. Of course, I got to give a shout out to Big Smoke Dog. Smoke was like, man, where you been, man? Where you been all week? And I said, hold on. I can't wait go Saturday to Sunday or whatever without talking to the family. So I'm changing that, family. So in the middle week, whether it's a Wednesday or Thursday, we're going to talk to each other, man. We're going to get together. So like I said, the middle of the week, I had a few stories I wanted to share with the family. We covered it early, but I also wanted to open up the phone lines so family can call in with questions, concerns, or comments or whatever's on their mind about what's going on with the Black and Gold Nation, baby. So Tyrone Jones, who that, baby? Said, Tyrese, keep your head up, stay strong, gonna be all right. Thank you there, Tyrone. Randy, who that, baby? Said that's a report saying that Drew may return before week 9. Yeah, Randy, I heard several reports, man, saying that Drew is shooting for early return. Remember, it was like a week after his surgery that he was putting it out there that he's gonna come back early. So it's a kind of a surprise, but not really a surprise. But it creates an interesting situation with the Saints quarterback. If Drew is able to come back from week 9, do you bring him back? I know I asked this question in the previous live stream we went over it. But what do you guys think about that? Drew coming back too soon? Would you make him wait? I still would make Drew wait until after the bye week. I mean, come on. If I bring him back too soon, what if somebody smack him on that hand and re-injures it? Then what happens then? So I'm kind of still on the train. Even if Drew is early to come back, I still want to make him wait until after the bye week. Why rush him in? We got Teddy playing really well right now. Let Teddy play, get in the rhythm. And then when Drew comes back, he'll be ready to play. It's no QB controversy, I'm saying, family. But I said at the end of the day, I would play it safe for Drew Brees, man. But yeah, Randy, I've seen several reports covering that he's supposed to be coming back. So we'll see how it goes. Miss Ceci Blacksmith says, hashtag Marshawn, hashtag body snatcher, Lattimore. She got the Florida Leafs. Big ups to you, Miss Sexy Black Smith. And my dog Scoop calls him Laddie Daddy. Make sure you throw that hashtag Laddie Daddy up there, Miss Sexy Black. Scoop said, what do you think this year? What do you think the sack total will be Sunday? Over or under 5? Good question there, Scoop. Let's see, man. That's a good question. Getting to Minshew and that offensive line for the Jacksonville Jaguars is not a bad line, but I still think the Saints got him. I know the Saints got him. So I would have to set it at under 5. I say 4, right? I say either 4 or 5 sacks. So I would put it under 5 or under. That would be my call. I would say 4. I would Saints 4 or 5 sacks on Jacksonville's Minshew. We get to him that much, we're gonna have some interceptions as well. Will says, let Drew heal up 100%. Thank you, William. That's what I agree with. I'm saying if Drew Brees can come back early, I know he would. That's what he does. Somebody say you got to wait 8 weeks. Drew gonna try to beat you 2 weeks ahead of time. That's a good and bad thing. I know he's competitive. I know he's working on it, doing everything he's supposed to, but he wants to get back under center. That's what Drew Brees loves to do. But Teddy Bridgewater is doing a good job right now. I will allow him to heal up, like William says, 100%. Then we bring him in. Kyle, who that, baby? He says, Saints going all the way. Yes, sir. Larry said, if we lose, would we still want Teddy Best starting if Drew is available? Yes. I still say, listen, we're 3-0 with Teddy Bridgewater. He's allowed to lose at least one game. You know what I'm saying? I'm realistically, it would be excellent if he won all the starts. It would be, but like we coming through them tough stretch, the last 4 games are really difficult. Then you have 2 away games against the same team. Jacksonville and Chicago is basically the same team if you look at it. Both of them have subpar quarterback play. Both of them have good running games. Both of them have tremendous defenses. Both of them played in open air stadiums on grass. So they really like the same team the Saints will have to play. And the way you beat a team like that is you overpower them. You have to win the trench battle. Our O-line dominates their defensive line. They got a pretty damn good defensive line, speaking about Jacksonville and Chicago. And we have to be able to do that. Remember Chicago dealing with Khalil Mack and Hicks and Manny or Leonard. So Floyd. So you got, and all those other, Eddie Johnson, you got really good players on that Chicago and Jacksonville team. So the Saints, my idea is, I don't know if you want to travel and try to wing it all over the place. I would bring my running game in there and brutalize them with the run, then work the pass off the run play action. Works all the time. Play defense, control. We run the ball, work the play action, control the clock with the running game, and play defense. That's my mentality with both these games. Going to be very difficult games. I don't think either one of these games going to be high scoring games because they both really good defensive teams. But we'll see. Maybe the Saints will find something they can match on them and take them apart. But we'll see how it plays, man. Be interesting, man. Upset alert, family. I'm sounding the bell on there. Upset alert. Upset alert. These 2 games, pros, I'm just getting that feeling in here that these 2 games, the Jacksonville and the Chicago game, both these 2 away games to the same damn team, basically. Upset alert is something deep down in my soul saying we got problems. Something's problematic. But if the Saints, if we step up and do what we're supposed to do, we should be able to win these games because we're better than both these teams. But something just telling me, be on guard, Saints. Be on guard, family. What's going on. Larry says, I'm taking 3 losses. Scoop says, why the hell did we let Dallas know that we were stealing hand signals? Sheesh. That was a very curious thing. Now that this Kellen fellow is gonna go and change all the signals up. I think we got a little braggadocious right there. That's pretty much what it was. We see that's unsaintly. We'll get an interception. We'll celebrate together with the fans. That's fine. but running off the secrets of how we were able to beat the Cowgirls like that, and then next time you play them in the playoffs, you done gave up an advantage that you had that nobody else knew. That they would have kept doing that same stuff and be like, why the hell are the Saints beating our ass? Because that was just braggadocious, man. That's unsaintly. I don't like that. That wasn't a smart thing to do, family. That wasn't smart. Jason says Drew doesn't need to come back till week 10. Sean needs to tell him to go sit down somewhere and heal up fully. We don't want him taking shots against Jacksonville and Chicago D anyway. See step 100. Who that, baby? Man, you're absolutely right, Jason. Tell Drew, hey, Drew, look, with all due respect, go sit your ass down over there at the end of the bench, please. We don't need you getting beat up by Khalil Mack, by Calais Campbell, or whatever his damn name is, or whatever. They got some really good pass rushers in Jacksonville as well. But I'm saying, man, as these two teams, man, the Jacksonville and Chicago teams, away games, I'm just saying it, family. Is something deep down in here saying, man, watch the hell out. And I wasn't getting that feeling with Tampa Bay. I wasn't getting that feeling with Dallas. I wasn't getting that feeling before. But these two games, I'm getting that feeling. Jacksonville and Chicago, be on guard. I'm getting that feeling. Kelvin says Jacksonville D-line crazy pass rush, but suspect stopping the run. Bears defense decent all the way around. Solid Bears defense. But the thing is, Bears have it in their mind that they are the best defense in the league. It is up to the Saints offensive line, which I say is the best offensive line, at least. So the Bears got the best defensive line in the league, and they have some players on that damn defensive line. You look at what the Saints have. The Saints, I've said it before and I'll say it again. The Saints have the best offensive line in pro football. Guess what's going to happen? These next two games against Jacksonville and Chicago will prove it. Not so much against teams like the Rams, or we seen what they did with against Tampa Bay and Dallas. But this is where these type of games they step up, really, big time. DJ, the Pelicans just won their second preseason game. Thank you, DJ. The Pels, man, we covered it. We had the Pelican. If you're a Pelicans family, please feel free to go to the Pelican post-game report on YouTube and subscribe. We had a lot of subscribers, John, signing in on that. Appreciate it. And the Pelicans beat the Bulls 127-125. We'll recap that game as well. It'll be all that Pelican talk will be on the Pelican post-game report. Thank you, DJ, for letting us know about the Pels. And DJ, I don't know if you noticed or not, but you was the runner-up in the console giveaway. You won the Madden game, man. You need to feel free, bro, to write this address down, the PRO Media Network at gmail.com. Please write that email down. It's the PRO Media Network at gmail.com, and message me your contact information, your address and stuff, where the staff could send you the Madden game. You won that. You were big ups to 985J. I think Jay's still in the live stream. Holla at me, Jay, if he's still in the live stream. I think the brother is. He won the console, and DJ won. He was the runner-up for the game. So, like I said, family, we still have that going on for the family members. To feel free to sign up for it, man. Feel free to sign up. It's still going on. The PS4 giveaway and giveaway. And, you know, of course, the banner's on the screen right now. You guys can feel free to read it and go to the link and check it out. So, like I said, when this go final, we'll have the link description section for you to sign up, or, you know, other links too, like becoming a Patreon of the show. Also, the links that will be provided in the description section once the show goes complete. So, feel free to help the platform grow even further, man. We are family here, man. We are family here, family. Really, really, truly are, man. Jay said we lose 2 in a row, though, and no doubt Drew comes back. Could be, Jason. I mean, depending on, but if we go into a panic mode, I still say even if we lose 2 in a row, which I think is highly unlikely, we're not going to lose to the same team twice. I'm just saying that, you know, both these teams, the Bears are problematic, and Jacksonville is basically built like the Bears. They really are. If you look at them from top down, they basically the same team. The Bears have better personnel in terms of the defensive line with Khalil Mack and too, has a personal vendetta against the Saints organization. But I'm feeling confident about the Saints offensive line to be able to keep him clean. I mean, why not? We did it with J.J. Watt. Aaron Donald got through that. He only had one tackle in that game. See, I went over and looked at all of the stats, did some homework on that. Aaron Donald, they was calling his name out. The commentators was singing his name like he was the reincarnation of Gandhi or somebody. You know, they were just singing his praises. But the man had one tackle in that game, and then he had a hit on Drew's hand, which sent Drew to the injury list. But outside of that, he was quiet. You're looking at guys like Jadeveon Clowney, he was quiet. We're looking at guys like the rest of the Tampa Bay top pass rusher. He was quiet. Shaquille Barrett. So, like I'm saying, the Saints have a very great habit of completely shutting down the opponent's best pass rusher. You think will change? The Saints will forget who the hell Khalil Mack is? No, you don't bet on it, family. Tyrone said the Saints was going to beat them. 2 teams. It may be close. Thank you, Tyrone. Appreciate that, man. Could very well be, family. It could very well be. So we'll see how that happens. We're having a little problems online, family, so bear with us. A few problems online. All right, family. No problem, DJ. Thank you, brother, for entering the live stream. I appreciate you. Like this, family, like I said, let's keep reading some of the comments. Remember, the line is open, family, 504-475-4482. 504-475-4482. Feel free to chime in, family. Feel free to chime in and let us know what you guys think about what's going on with the show. So, you call in, live stream, call in, and we'll go from there. We're having issues right now, I think we might be having a little issue right here, family. Here. All right, hold on, family, just a second. Sparse internet for whatever reason, family. Real sparse internet. But anyway, family, keeping the show going. Let's look at it. Let's see. Tyrone says it's going to be close, but they'll beat the 2 teams. Demi said these 2 teams may be a challenge, but I have faith our boys will get the victory. Thank you, Demi. Appreciate you. I love your faith too. We're getting a call here, family. Let's chime in and see who's calling and see how it going. What's happening, family? You're rocking with the Sports Coma. Who am I speaking with? Can you hear me, family? All right, fam. I can't hear you. Can you hear me, family? All right, family. I can't hear you. If you can hear me.
Yes, I can.
Okay, here we go. Here we go, family. I can hear you now. What's going on, family? Who am I speaking with? All right. Look like I lost.
This DJ. What's going on?
DJ. Oh, there you go, baby. DJ, what's good with it, family? Hey, did you hear what I said, bro?
Yeah.
You won.
What's going on?
Yeah, good, brother. How you doing today?
Yeah, I'm doing pretty good. I'm sorry I missed the live stream, the beginning of the live stream. I was so intense on the preseason of the Pelican game. So keep me updated.
Pretty much what we're doing, bro, today we covered the Demario Davis stories. He beat the NFL today. Of course, he raised over $30,000 in money because of his man of God fine. A $7,000 fine turned into over $30,000, in which he donated it to charity. Very stand-up move to Mr. Demario Davis. Big ups to Demario. And like I said, we have several Saint players that listen to the podcast. AJ Klein, Alex Anzalone, Demario Davis. It's a handful of other guys. Former Saints like C.O. Calamente. It's a couple of them, man. But big ups to Demario Davis. We also talked about Dez Bryant potential coming back in the second week of October. We covered him, spoke about videos that he's putting out on his Twitter feed about him exercising, working. He getting close to 100%. That puts him right around the time frame of October like he originally put out. And the fact of the matter is that the Saints cleared up monies they cleared up money to be able to sign whomever. But they did that when they got rid of Larry Warford. His converted a portion of his salary into a signing bonus, which freed up over $2 million, 2.75 to be precise, which would probably be right around the amount of money that Dez Bryant would want for 1 year service to play for the Saints. So we covered that. Also hit you with the injury report as of Wednesday. Of course, Thursday and Friday they'll have more information. We'll share that in our Saturday show. Then we had rumors of the trades that were going on with Tyler Eifert. Rumors of Saints looking at possibly trading for Tyler Eifert, a 4th-round selection. We got the conversation from the family about whether or not that'll be a smart idea to do. I don't know. I don't quite know about that. I don't know if the Saints should say it. We got a lot of family members, a few people called in. Well, you and Tyrese, big ups to Tyrese. He called in as well, and the family discussion in the live chat. So that's pretty much a breakdown, man, of what happened in this episode, brother.
Okay, well, I just want to say to all the sports coma fans, grab the light. I think the Saints we gonna do all right. We're gonna do okay. Teddy do like 4 touchdowns, possibly he could do 5 Sunday. What else I wanted to say? Go Pals. Zion, he hit 26 points. Nikhil Alexander Walker finished it off with the 4th quarter. Pals won by 2, and that's about it.
Well, I appreciate you, DJ, for calling, my man. Remember, write the email down, bro, to hit up the family here. The PRO Media Network @gmail.com. And make sure you email the family, bro. Let them know your particulars, your address, where you want your game sent to. Let them know that as soon as you can so they can put it in the mail for you, brother.
Is it the PR, like THE?
That's right. THEPRO Media Network @gmail.com.
Okay.
All right. So the PRO Media Network @gmail.com. Email them. Let them know, bro. Let them know what your address is and where you want it to send, and they'll put it in the mail for you. Okay, fam?
All right. Thank you, Big Don.
Congratulations to you, cuz. Stay listening, stay watching. They have that Pelican post-game report show will be coming up probably tomorrow. We're gonna cover it, hit you with some interviews, and chime in then, brother.
All right.
All right, brother. Have a good night. Peace. Who that?
You too.
That's DJ Family. Appreciate the call. DJ calling in, family. The call in number 504-475-4482. Family, that's right. 504-475-4482. Got a few more minutes in the live stream, family. Approaching 2 hours on the Sports Coma. Forgive the live stream. We having some connection problems. The internet is not good here, man. It drops. Well, we had a few little glitches here or there, but we still rocking, baby. Y'all in the live chat, all the family in the live chat that can hear me, please, speak out. Let me throw a thumbs up or throw a Fleur-de-Lis in there. Throw it in there, family. Let me know the family. Let me know with the family if you can hear me. And the stream, we had a few internet problems. I had to reset the internet here. But let me know if you can still hear me. If I'm still out there in radio land, babies, hit me up. Let me know. Give me a who dat. All the Sports Coma family members in the live stream, give me a who dat if you can hear me loud and clear, baby. Give me a who dat. Who dat. Who dat. Let me know if you can still hear me in the live stream, baby. Let's see. Verlin says if we can clean up the red zone play and score 7. Hold on here. Let me see if I can get through some of the family comments here. There was a few ones that I missed out on. Okay, hold on. Verlin says if we can clean up the red zone play. Let's see. We can score 7 each time we get there. We can drag everyone in the league. We've left too many points on the field. Drew, set your ass down and chill. Let's see. Will says, Big Q, do you think Jared Cook will be targeted more in the next game? I think so. Will. I have to say yes, because if you notice, good things happen when you go to Jared Cook. And remember, they were going to Cook often in that game, trying to get him going. And I think that's a really good philosophy, because they did the same with Mike Thomas. But you got to get Jared Cook going in the middle. I really do think so. So they have to kind of mimic that same plays that they did before. You see what I'm saying, family? Try to do the same thing they did. Emulate the game plan from Tampa Bay. Get him going early. Get him in the rhythm early. Utilize him in the red zone as well as a big target. Throw him the ball in the red zone. King Ebony says, yeah. King Ebony says the stream is back on. All right, family. King Ebony said that the stream dropped out earlier. Give me a who that, family, if y'all can still hear me in the live stream right now, family. Give me a who that. Okay, I see a few who that's. The family can hear me. Randy's got his floor deletes up there. Larry says, put your email in the thumbnail. Yeah, I could probably do that, Larry, when our next thumbnail come out. Or what you could do is go to the about section of our YouTube page. The email is in there too. They got a lot of useful information in the about section of the YouTube page. There's emails to all of our social media, to the merch stores and all that. So feel free to go to the about page. The email is there as well, family, just to let you know. Will says we got 33 people and 14 likes. Hit the like button. Thank you, Larry. Thank you there, Larry. Appreciate you. I mean, William, thank you for putting that out there. All the family members in here, please feel free to hit that like button. Hit it, baby. Hit that like button. Larry's got Florida leaves. Travis says there. Demi says good. Good DJ in and out. Demi is the phone police. Demi said, I don't want to hear all that. Get in and get out. Thank you, Debbie. I can hear you. Who that? Okay, Travis says who that. Jason says who that. Berlin says who that. Thank you, family. Y'all can hear me. Okay. All right. Thank you for that. Yes, yeah, Demi. The Pelicans did win tonight. They won by 2 against the Chicago Bulls, so that's good. They're 2-0. So the Pelicans and the Saints are doing pretty good, man. It's just exciting to be a New Orleans fan, period. LSU's doing terrific. Tulane's doing terrific. If you're a sports person in the Big East, the Crescent City, you got all this food, drink, and then sports. Oh, we in heaven right now. We in absolute heaven right now. So like I said, fam, we got a few more minutes left before we shut the live stream down. If you want to call in questions, concerns, or comments, 504-475-4482. Who that to you too, Timmy? Who that? Let's see, 504-475-4482 in a live chat. So we cover quite a lot of stuff today, family. We cover quite a few things today in the live stream. And I think the Saints, man, listen, this Jacksonville matchup will test some stuff. I don't know if we can go down there and just wing the damn thing all around. I'm just saying, man. You know, I'm kind of perceptive on some of this stuff, and I'm just kind of getting a little kind of concerned is the word for going down there to Jacksonville. We should be able to get this win. But looking behind Jacksonville, looking at that Chicago matchup, that is going to be a tough game. But then after that, you look at the next 3 games, and this is part of what we consider an easy stretch of games where you look back at teams like the Rams, the Texans, Seattle, Cowboys, and then you look at it with the Buccaneers, played a pretty decent game too. But the Jaguars was a team looked upon as being a contender in the AFC before their quarterback went down. Now they got a young phenom out there doing it. Chicago is going to be an interesting game too. Afternoon game, got to watch out for that. Then behind Chicago, the next 2 games will be home against the Falcons and the Cardinals. Cardinals first, Falcons second, and that'll be our first matchup. Then we get a rematch against Tampa Bay again. So it'll be interesting, man, to see. You know, exactly. But then we go into our NFC South schedule after taking out the Jaguars and Bears and Cardinals. Then we go Falcons, Bucks, and Panthers, and Falcons again. So we get into the meat and potatoes of our NFC South schedule. So these are going to be some really interesting games. Jaguars, I'm interested to see how the Saints going to win that game. And a real tough matchup, which could possibly be, if Chicago got its stuff together, could be a very solid matchup in the playoffs for the Saints with the Bears. But it's really funny because it's crazy how the schedule makers have it, because we always have to go to Chicago to play the goddamn Bears. When the last time the Bears came down here? I just don't understand. That's those teams. We always got to travel to play the Chicago Bears. I don't get that. The Bears, why don't the schedule makers make the Bears come to New Orleans? That really upsets me. We always have to go to Chicago to play the Bears. But I'm not going to complain because at least it's going to be in October and it's not cold. Hopefully it won't be rainy and we could be able to get a win in a nice day up there. And the Saints do look good on the grass, by the way. They can play on that field as well. But anyway, the number is, family, call and number for the show once again is 504-475-4482. And big ups to DJ and Tyrese for calling in tonight. And remember, family, too. Remember that the Sports Coma console giveaway is live in effect. That'll be going all the way to December, to late December, giving out consoles. You heard 985J won it last month. DJ was the runner-up for the game. The next console will be given out at the end of this month as well. If you want to be on that, one of those fortunate winners in the giveaway, please feel free to sign up. We'll post the links in the description section after the video go final, so don't forget to sign up. It's absolutely free. You will enjoy getting there. Also, big ups to a lot of the Sports Coma Fantasy members, man, for joining, getting in the Fantasy League. It's getting really exciting, man. Really fun in the Sports Coma Fantasy League. Big ups to the family that participated, man, in the Sports Coma Fantasy League. A lot of great stuff going on in the Fantasy League. I got to give it up, though. The Suede not doing too good for Sports Coma Fantasy League. He ain't doing too good, family. It ain't looking good for the home team as far as Suede is concerned, man. But I just want to spit out a few facts to people there. Cajun Who Dat looking good. He's 4-1 in the game, leading his North Division. Division 2, Quiet Storm is 5-0. He's the only member of the Sports Coma 5. Well, actually, two of them. His eyes closed. He leads the East. 4-1 for Wig Splitters and Fresh Score 4-1 too. Sweet and Sanctified is 3-2 at the top of the West. Till is 2-3. Till, my dog Till, kind of struggling a little bit, but he ain't gonna give up. In the South, it's me. I'm 4-1 in the Sports Coma Fantasy League behind the Quiet Storm. So big ups to a lot of the family members having fun. It's a very tough thing. I've never played a 20-team fantasy league. It is difficult. It's difficult, man, especially how it's set up. And who said it was gonna be easy? So I mean that's the great thing about it, man. But anyway, I'd like to thank all the family for joining us in there. But any question, concern, or comment, family, please feel free to keep hitting up the chat, or you can call in 504-475-4482. We got about 5 minutes left in the live stream, family. Larry says, I think Granderson gonna have a 3 sacks, 5 hurries. Man, that's big. That's big, Larry. That's big. That's really big. What if Trey Hendrickson comes back? Because there's word that he was limited. He actually practiced Wednesday, and all indications that he'll be ready to go against the Jaguars. So we'll see how your prediction shakes up, if you want to change it. Jason says the last time the Bears played in the Dome, we beat them into hibernation. That's why the league don't want them to come down here. They got to call Peter. We treat the Bears bad. Verlin says, no wonder Suede been missing. Suede been missing. Suede terrible, man. But he was talking all that mess. But I don't talk no mess, man. I just, we just play, baby. That's all you can do, man. I don't talk mess in the fantasy league. But Suede, y'all, if for the 5 fantasy league players, big ups to the fam. Cajun Who Dat, Elite Goods, JRPB, Suede's team, the East Eagles, are 1-4. Team 504 and ATL 1-4. Quiet Storm 5-0. Sports going with King Who That's 4-1. Dat Driver 3-2. Slinging Bubbles is 3-2. 1-4 is Who Dat in Your Mama House. Then there's Saving Sanctified 3-2. Till is 2-3. Jerome is 2-3. 1-4 for the Basin Ballers. Riddick's 1-4. Eyes Closed is 5-0. Wig Splitters is 4-1. Fresh School 504 is 4-1. 12-4 Saints Super Bowl champs is 2-3. And Duluth Bobcats are 1-4. And man, I gotta give a big shout out to the division, East Division, man. They got 3 teams in it that's really competing. Eyes Closed is 5-0, 4-1 for the Wig Splitters, and Fresh Score 504. So big ups to the Sports Coma Fantasy League players, man. Trying to make moves, trying to make claims. I mean, it's tough, man. It's 20. If y'all haven't ever played fantasy league or 20-team fantasy league, maybe next time we'll do it, family, and fire it up so the family can join that, man. So who that to you, Joy? How you doing, that family? Welcome to the live stream. We about to end it up. So just to have a review of the show, family. We covered in today's episode of the Sports Coma, number 37, show 440. We covered Demario Davis winning his headband guard, man of God headband appeal. It was turned over, and the $7,000 fine, he was able to blossom it to over $30,000, in which he used to donate to charity. So big ups to Demario Davis, a true saint in the true essence of the term. Big ups to him. Dez Bryant coming. We've seen multiple reports, several reports indicating Dez Bryant is getting ready to make a return to the New Orleans Saints. His date, of course, was mid-October. There are various reports as well as videos posted about Dez working out as he's getting close and close to being 100%. And the Saints have cleared $2.75 million of its money from Warford for something. They didn't sign anybody yet. So maybe they're anticipating Dez Bryant, who the team did sign in November of last year around this same time. So a lot to say there, family. We also had the Saints injury report as of Wednesday, the latest injury report breaking down the Saints and the Jacksonville Jaguars heading into the game. Remember, the Sports Coma Live Saturday episodes, and when we'll do the actual preview, we'll have interviews. We'll also have a live call-in and chats as well, and a 3-hour live stream on Saturday. So feel free, family, to join us on Saturday as we do it up. You know how we do it, noon on Saturdays. Also, to let you guys know, a programming update is that if you're an LSU Tiger fan, I know a lot of you guys are LSU Tiger fans as well, is that the Tough Tiger Talk show will be live streaming at 9 o'clock on Saturday. So if you're a Tough Tiger fan, you want to join in on our discussion, we'll have a guest commentator to drop in and talk about the LSU Tigers. If you want to chime in the live chat, and maybe we'll open up the phone lines at 9 o'clock Saturday, you can join us on Tough Tiger Talk on the PRO Media Network, our YouTube channel, Tough TUFF Tiger Talk. Put it in the in the YouTube search box and subscribe. You know, we're trying to blow the Tough Tiger Talk channel. We had a pretty good podcast following. We're trying to blow it up on YouTube. And, you know, if you're a Tough Tiger Talk fan, join us early at 9 o'clock. You know, they're taking on Florida this week, so you might want to get your word in on the Tough Tiger Talk. 9 o'clock Saturdays on the PRO Media Network on the Tough Tiger Talk channel, just to let you know. We covered the injury report as well, and the rumors of Tyler Eifert, the tight end, the injury-plagued tight end from the Cincinnati Bengals. The Saints, possibly various rumors saying that the Saints interested in giving maybe perhaps a 4th or 5th round pick for Tyler Eifert. We covered that on the show. Do we really need Tyler Eifert here? If the Saints really wanted 3 tight ends, why did they kick one tight end off and made Taysom Hill a tight end? What's the fascination, if it's true, with Tyler Eifert? What do you guys thought about it? A lot of family chimed in on it. Some people liked it. A lot of people was against it. You know, good conversation right there. Also, we had live call-ins. Big ups to DJ for calling up. Big ups to Tyrese. Tyrese, shout out our love and prayers to Tyrese. Going through a little difficulty, but the brother strong. He gonna make it through it. So I thank all the family members for your well wishes, man. Y'all gonna be blessed, man. Give out blessings, get blessings, man. Whatever you give, you receive. That's how the universe works, baby. And that's me talking. Reverend Saint ain't say that. That was Big Q saying. I know y'all was waiting for Reverend. That's something Reverend Saint would say. But let's see. Jason says Granderson's going to be our diamond in the rough this year. He definitely was a steal. I want to see him do the caterpillar again. Or, you know, do it better, man. I don't know what the hell that was. It's like he was going through convulsions on the ground or whatever. Joey says, I'm late. It's all right, brother. Nick 504, who that to you, baby? Say late too. What up, family? Who that? Won't bow down. That's right, baby. That's the Pelicans moniker. Won't bow down. They ain't bow down or not. They were able to beat the Chicago Bears tonight. The Pels are 2-0, baby. And your Saints are 4-1. Going to be 5-1 once they take care of the Trashville Jaguars. So really big. Scoop says, I love Drew's intensity on the sideline. He itching to get in. Yeah, you don't want to be around Drew Brees when he like that. If you look at Drew, he's shaking. He moving back and forth. He got a cup with sunflower seeds. And notice people not around Drew Brees. And he's a pleasant dude, but when Drew's in that mood. Notice nobody's around him. No coaches, no players, no nothing. Just stay the hell away from Drew. Scoop said, who that? Hear you loud and clear. Okay, thank you, brother. Family, thank y'all for joining us tonight on the show on the Sports Coma. As always, family, I like to tell y'all thank y'all. And feel free, like I said before, the Sports Coma is giving away the consoles, man. You know, we giving away all the way up until December, giving away at least one console. And we want you guys to get an opportunity to try to give this a giveaway. You don't have to spend not one red cent of your money. Not one red cent for this console. So what we doing is we having this is one of our, I had this brilliant idea, I guess I could say brilliant idea to do it, man. And I just like to thank the family. It's one of the things I'm giving back to the family, man. And I just thought it would be a good thing to do is to kind of do the PS4 month. I know there's a lot of gamers out there. And how about a free console for the family members? My way of showing love to the family, for showing love to us at the Sports Coma for 5 years, going on 5 years, covering the Saint Talk. We've been fans for over 30 years, and we appreciate you guys for all that you do to help the platform. Donations, there's several great subscribers that donate. There are a lot of guys that take the family love to another level with joining the Patreon and and becoming a patron of the show. That's another great thing that a lot of family members do, and it's not really that expensive. $1 a month, or even $5 a month, the cost of one Happy Meal or a value meal or whatever you won't call it. That's something that can help the platform grow exponentially, man, so we can reach and talk to each other. Just imagine all of the great people in the building that you wouldn't have had the opportunity to meet if it wasn't for this magnificent platform that was built. Who that, Marvin? I see you, baby. Said Pels was playing with the Bulls. They got the win. Kelvin said Granderson didn't do the worm. That was more like the snail. Salt thrown on. He was squiggling for that. Oh, man. But yeah, thank you, family. Scoob, Joy, and all the great people. Demi, imagine if we didn't meet each other. This is what the platform provides. And thanks to people like Sean and Derek L. and the rest of the guys that donate $1 or even $5 a month to the platform to help it keep growing and growing stronger as we continue to reach more and more great people. So I like to thank even all the people, all the family members play a part, whether it's hitting the like button or taking the show and sharing it on your social media feeds, whether it's Twitter, Instagram. Take it. Feel free, family, to take it and share it wherever you want to share. Share it on your Facebook page. Let all your people know about it. Share it on your Instagram. If you love Instagram, take the Sports Coma link with you and show it. Share it with the rest of the family. Wherever you socialize, please feel free to take the Sports Coma with you. We're getting a lot of great people signing up to the show. A lot of people never, we've been around for a while, but there's a lot of people out there. It's thousands and thousands of Saints fans, and the families keep growing as people getting accustomed to it. It's the Sports Coma very unique, man, the way we operate. There are a lot of really good shows out there covering the Saints, but the Sports Coma has its own identity, not to take nothing away from anybody else's stuff, because we appreciate everybody out there that's doing it, because we love our black and gold people. We all one family. Ain't no such thing as competition, so and that's how I look at it. But I thank all my beautiful black and gold family members for helping the Sports Coma grow into what it is today. So I'm really appreciative of it. Also, let my family members know that the Sports Coma and several of our other podcasts like the Ring King Boxing, Tough Tiger Talk, and Pelican Post Game Report are available on iHeart, iTunes, Spotify, all that stuff. Yes, we are definitely in the building as far as that's concerned, and we're really appreciative of the fact that we've grown to those lengths where we can be able to be in those venues. Also, if you feel free, family, to visit our Pro Store, the Pro Store, and feel free to get yourself a shirt or a coffee mug or something like that. Remember, we got a lot of great shirts that's coming out. We have a few, all of the pictures that we usually carry, they're not exactly in, we try to show you some of the ads and show you some of the shirts that we have, but man, you got to really go yourself and look at it. New Orleans Super Bowl checklist shirt is a conversation starter. You go to a Saints party, them people eat it up. I wear mine around and people be like, man, where you get that shirt from? I like that shirt. God is a Saints fan. That's a really great shirt. A lot of people love it. It comes in two different versions of it. The Dat Slap second version of it. It comes from the iconic picture of Batman slapping Robin. I don't know if y'all comic book people, but if you remember that, it's mimic after that, pays tribute to it. The fact that yours truly is giving it to a referee upside his head for cheating us. Feel free to look at that. And plus, there's several other new shirts that are available as well. And remember, for the month of October, it's Big Q25 gives you 25% off on the purchase of it, whether it's a t-shirt or coffee mug. And we got stuff for the babies. We got stuff for the children. We got stuff for the ladies and for the men. We got them all the way down from the small size all the way up to big size for the big fellas. So we got a little bit of everything, family. Also, we have a new shirt. Like I said, it was a couple of shirts that you don't see here, but you got to go to the shop and take a look at it. There is the Underdog shirt. Beautiful Underdog shirt. It's a new black and gold royalty shirt. It's called I Am Black and Gold Royalty. It's beautiful lettering. You got to take a look at it. It's really nice. And then there is a new shirt that we've been working on it, but it should be coming out tomorrow night. It's called Crescent City Bridgewater. It's a really nice, y'all gonna love it. It's a beautiful shirt as we continue to turn out some really, really nice products, man. I'm really proud of the designers and the people really doing good work, man. And that's what we do here at the Sports Coma, man. With a lot of your great donations, we take it and we turn it into something, man, for the family. Like I said, I'd like to thank all the great and beautiful black and gold family members for chiming in tonight. I'm having computer issues. My chat is kind of messing up, so I'm going to do my best to go through all the names. Daryl Hatchett, who that to you? Derek, who that? Tramal, Shedrick, who that family? Sean D, who that? Metalhead, who that, baby? JC Mason, who that? Javier, who that to you, baby? Revolt Control Radio from ATL, who that family? Jerome, who that? Brian Spears, who that to you? Daryl says, who that from Houston? Still 8 Ward Animal, though. That's right, baby. Who that to you? Rude Boy, who that to you? Metalhead, who that? Berlin. Dwayne says, let's see, Brian says, I know it's early to look at the playoffs pictures, but I need to win all the game to get home field advantage so we get a second seed. I feel you, baby. Who that? Dwayne Thompson. Who that? Chase. DLP, who that to you? Purple Knight. Demi, who that to you, baby? Dada, who that to you, cuz? Let's see, who else we got here? Nola Nerd, who that to you, fam? Nola, if you ain't a subscriber, feel free to subscribe, family. Appreciate having you in the chat tonight. John Lister, it's been a while, John. Who that to you? And let's see what else. Who that? Till, my dog Till. Appreciate the love, Till. I'm coming over there the weekend, Till, where I'm getting some of them ranch fries and bringing my little boys, brother. I'm bringing the boys, brother. Appreciate you, cuz. Metalhead, 985J. Who that to your family? Travis Wharton, who that? James Dubb, who that, baby? Donovan Grayson, who that, family? Gary, who that? Larry, who that? Cody, who that to your family? Let's see who else. Trey 0316, who that to your family? Thank you for your questions. I don't know, Trey. I think, Trey, you've been here before. If you ain't a subscriber, though, family, please subscribe. Kelvin, who that, family? Thank you for your comments. Scoob, you know what time it is, baby. Appreciate you. Who that to you? Let's see. Sean C, my dog, checked out early, but who that to you too, Sean? Appreciate you. Swebman, big ups to you, baby. Who that? Kyle, who that to you, Kyle Davis? And let's see, Reynold, who that to your family? Let's see, and I think that's all the family. Jason, who that to you? William, Musgrove, who that? Tyrone, who that to you too, family? Randy, who that, family? Miss Sexy Blacksmith, who that to you too, baby? All the family members, thank y'all, man, for joining us in the live stream. C-Step 100, I see you, baby. Who that to you? DJ, thank you for the call. Who that for you? Tyrese, you too, family. Keep your head up. Tyrone, who that to you, fam? Verlin, my dog. King Ebony, who that? All the family members in the building, man. Thank y'all. As you know, I traditionally go through Joey. Joey, who that to you, my dog? And Isabella, tell her who that. Big Q says, who that to Isabella? Let's see. Marvin, who that to you, Marv? And the rest of the family. I think that's everybody. Kevin, who that to you? I see you. LL Ghost Dad, I see you, baby, at the end of it. I appreciate all y'all for joining us in the live stream, fam. Thank y'all. as always, man, love y'all. Who that to y'all, man, and I'll see you on Saturday at 12 o'clock. If you're a Tough Tiger Talk or an LSU fan, we're doing a live stream on the Tough Tiger Talk at 9 o'clock. And then at 12 o'clock on the PRO Media Network, the Sports Coma. So it's almost a full day of a Big Q, yours truly, talking football in some kind of capacity. Anyway, family, I thank all y'all for joining us, man. Thank y'all for y'all support. Please, before you leave, hit the like button, hit the bell for future notification. And if you're not a subscriber, please subscribe and feel free to share the show with friends everywhere. Same to you, Kelvin. Have a blessed with my family. All the family members out there, thank y'all, man. Love y'all. Who that to you, baby? Who that? And like I said, be looking out, brothers. We'll be back, and sisters, we'll be back Saturday, 12 noon, to cover the rest of the Saints news throughout the week. So you know how it is, family. We got to keep them stanky Jaguar fans honest. We got to watch them. We got to make sure we stay on top of this here thing. But thank y'all, family. Love y'all, man. Y'all be cool, and peace out to the family.
Yeah. Well, all right. Like you always say, welcome. #1 sports talking league. We ain't like the Falcons. We won't blow the lead. Look, all we talk is who that, who got cut and who back. Rookies and the vets, players you should look at. It's the Sports Coma, you don't wanna miss it. Got the pre-game, party, post-game statistics. Get a visit from Sway, maybe DC or 5. It's the hottest thing smoking, Big Q and the guys. Go to YouTube Live, make sure you subscribe. Interviews inside the Saints locker room high. Talk to Drew, Jordan, Zach, Peyton, New Orleans, who that nation. Best believe when I say we bleed gold and black. Ain't a miracle or rivalry could ever hold us back. No, Beastquake, Bounty Gate, let the truth be told. It's the Sports Coma, all we know is say Super Bowl. Yeah.
You're listening to the Sports Coma with Big Q and the guys on the PRO Media Network.